Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, let's get this up. Good morning. I'm here. I am here. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Come on in. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. There we go. Now I can see y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tara. How are you? How you doing? Good morning, Teeks. Good morning. Come on in. Oh, thank you. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Good morning. Hi, Rowan. How are you? All right. As you come in, double tap, share the stream out. Let somebody know I'm here. I'm live. Let me share it out. Let me share it out as well. Let's do that. Let me share it out. Let me share it out as well. Good morning. Come on in and double tap for me. Okay, let's share. Let's share it out. Good morning. Come on in the room. Hey, Aaron. I hope I said that good or correct. Good morning, Miss Gloria. Good morning, Liz. Yeah, it's Wednesday already. Like, that's crazy. The time is just running. Good morning, Wachi. Good morning. Good morning, Eileen. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's share. Share. Good morning. Good morning. Double tap. Awesome. Great. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good morning, Pastor Ephraim. I hope I said that right. Airfan? Is that what it is? Airfan? I'm sorry if I messed your name up. Hey, how are you? I got some friends in Pakistan. I do. I did a little bit of work in Pakistan. Well, I didn't travel there, but I have partners that do work there for me. Hey, good morning, Louise. How are you? Boy, okay. I keep seeing that country and I'm like, what? Yeah, but now it makes sense. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, Keith. That's a new one. I've never heard that one before. Oh, let's see, Argentina. Okay, that's a new one, Keith. I've never heard that one before, but that's good. That's good. All these pickup lines that I'm learning. It's funny. Hey, Drum Tat, good morning. How are you? Good morning, everyone. Awesome. I love where the numbers are at. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. Good morning, Life is Precious. How are you? Welcome. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Welcome to my virtual space. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We gather here, we get our mindset together, we set our intentions for the day, we go out and we execute. Get connected to the community. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. So you'll get the notification whenever I go live. We're going places and we're doing major things this year. Our theme for this year is executive living. So if you want to organize your life, get your life together so you can really accomplish these goals, get connected. Okay. It's important that you're connected to a community. All right. Awesome. So we like to get started here with our gratitude check-in. So I want you to go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. Gratitude helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not sitting around complaining about what we lack, who's not here, what's not big enough, what's not going right. No, we're not doing none of that. We're finding things to be grateful for, and we're being grateful for those things. Doesn't matter how small it is. All right. All right. So drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. Let's see. I'd love to join your coaching lessons. Okay, great. Send me a message. Aaron, I hope I said that right. Send me a message if you would like to join my program, okay? There's a little yellow box next to where you just type that comment. You're going to put the word mentor in there, and I will get back to you, okay? All right? So for those of you who are saying you want to be in my coaching program, there's a little yellow box next to the comment section. You're going to put the word mentor, hit send, and I'll get back to you when I get off the live stream. Okay, awesome. Grateful for everything. Love that. Grateful for all of it this Monday through Friday. Awesome. I love it. Good morning, Moon. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing, Moon? Wait, let's see. Grateful for my healed mindset and momentum. Ooh, I love that. I love it. I love it. Bonjour, GD. How are you? I'm happy to be alive. Great, great, great. Some people didn't wake up this morning. That is true. That is true. Okay, you'll message me. Okay, great, great, great. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so just send me a message for those of you who want to work with me. Happy to be alive. Yes, indeed. I love it. I love it. I love it. So again, we practice gratitude here. It helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance, okay? Do want to learn other languages. Okay. That's something to be grateful for, that you're open-minded to learning new languages. That's great. Great, great, great. Awesome. All right. So we practice gratitude here. It helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. All right. Now, again, I told you all that the theme of the year is executive living, okay? We're focusing on operating our lives like a Fortune 500 company, and we're the executives. So we're making the decisions, making the moves, putting the plans together, and executing, okay? Because when we get to December, whatever results you have, it's based on how you showed up as the executive, the decisions that you made, right? The risks that you took, because all of it comes with some level of risk. It doesn't matter how small that goal is, there's some level of risk attached to it, okay? Now, with that theme, we have two mantras that we're walking through the year with. Number one, I am an effective executive over my life. So you're going to type that. I am an effective executive over my life. And the second mantra, I only exude executive energy. I only exude executive energy. I'm focused. I'm disciplined. I'm organized. All right. So again, the two mantras we're walking through the year with. Number one, I am an effective executive over my life. Not just an executive, but an effective one. I'm doing the thing. I'm making a plan. I'm growing. I'm going out. I'm executing. I'm connecting to the right people, right? I'm taking chances. I'm betting on myself. So we are effective executive, not just executives, because people can say they're executives, but are they effective? Okay. So again, you're typing in the comments. The first mantra, I am an effective executive over my life. And the second one, I only exude executive energy. I only exude executive energy. Okay? I'm focused. I'm disciplined. I'm organized. So nobody's going to throw me off my game. Nobody's going to get me distracted. And then I end up in December with nothing accomplished because I was distracted over here. Good morning, Danny. How are you? I love your videos. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. Okay? Keep going. I love it. That boldness within you that's coming forward. I love it. All right. So again, those are the mantras that we're walking through the year with. Now let's pray and then we'll get into some announcements. Now we're going to get into our affirmations and then some announcements. Okay? All right. All right. Great, great, great. Awesome. So let's pray the 23rd Psalm really quickly. Let's do that. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever Amen, amen, and amen. Awesome. So that is the 23rd Psalm that we pray every morning. We're going to keep it moving and move right into our affirmations, okay? I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. So much power. Okay, so I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Good morning, Maverick. How are you? Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. All right, so here we go. Here we go. These comments are so funny. All right, so here we go. Here we go. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Okay, so here we go. I'm capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I'm accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can write it. I can launch it. I can overcome it. I can heal from it. I can go there. I can buy it. I can own it. Nothing is impossible for me. I want you to stay in that headspace. Nothing is impossible for you. Whatever your big aspirations are, right? Fully funded. I love that. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. You're going to make me dance. I love that. Fully funded. Nothing is impossible for me. It's fully funded already. All right. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can overcome it. I can heal from it. I can recover. Nothing is impossible for me. Absolutely nothing is impossible for me. We can all have it. Okay. All right. Great, great, great. So I want you to stay in that headspace as you're going through the year and you're considering your major goals that you are going after. Good morning, Jasmine. The major goals that you're going after this year. Remind yourself every day, nothing is impossible for me. I can absolutely have this. The fact that you're able to bring that idea up, map it out, right? It means that you can do it. You can accomplish it. You can have it. You can become it. Okay? Whatever your it is. All right? Great, great, great. Awesome. Let's jump right into some announcements. I want to see if I can keep it under an hour today. I've been doing good so far. I have been. All right, Louise, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. All right, so for those of you who came in late, I did introduce myself as Master Life Coach and Mentor. So with that, I do have a coaching community and I have a mentorship program. We work aggressively on mindset and productivity. So if you're struggling with procrastination, like you have the idea, you know what your plans are, what you want your life to look like, but you're struggling with procrastination and some limiting mindset and you want to work on that, we work aggressively on mindset and productivity inside of my program. So if you want to work with me, send me a message. Let's stop procrastinating. Let's stop putting off the life that we want to live, right? And get the help that we need to do so. So for those of you who want to work with me, you're going to message me the word mentor. There's a little yellow box right next to the comment section that you're typing. Yes, just sent you a message. Okay, great. Awesome. I will look at it once I get off the live stream. So for those of you who want to work with me, you're going to type the word mentor. Thank you so much, Miss Gloria. Follow the instructions as Miss Gloria put it in the comment. Use that little yellow box. It's right next to the comment section. And you're going to type the word mentor. This is not the year that we procrastinate and waste time, okay? The life that you're envisioning, the life that you see in your head, you can actually make that a reality. With the right help, the right systems, the right strategy, you can absolutely make that your reality. It doesn't have to stay in your head anymore, okay? All right? And sometimes we get to that point where we need a coach and we need a mentor, somebody that is outside of your box. When you're in the box, all you can see are the limitations and the four walls around you. But someone that's outside of the box can give you a strategy to say, hey, climb up here. Put your foot there. Climb up here. Okay? So if you want to work with me, yes, absolutely. You deserve it. You deserve the life that you're dreaming about. Okay? So again, use that little yellow box right next to the comment section. You're going to type the word mentor, hit send, and I'll get back to you right after this for those of you who want to work with me. All right, great. Let's see, what else am I missing? Let's see. Tomorrow night we will have Bible study. We still have one more spot left for somebody that is taking medication regularly that needs some help with their copay. Send me a message with the word medication along with your email address so that you can apply for this relief. Okay, so we're doing a medication relief program for those who take medication regularly and could use some assistance with your copay. You're going to send me a message with the word medication along with your email address so you can apply for the relief program. All right, great. Counseling session. We have a group counseling session that is coming up next Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be working through emotional regulation. So if you want to be in the room with us, you know that you struggle with your emotions a little and it has stopped you from moving forward, and you want to be in that session with us, it's free. You're going to message me the word counseling. I'm going to get you the Zoom information so that you can be in the room with us, okay? It's free. Why not get the help? Just stop in just to listen to what the strategies that are being shared, okay? So if you know that you struggle with your emotions a little and it is holding you back, get in the room. Our group counseling session will be next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Send me a message with the word counseling so I can get you the information so you can join in. It won't be a live stream. We're providing a safe space for you to discuss where you are and the help that you need, okay? All right, great. If you have any questions at all, feel free to send me a message. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. All right. We're going to jump right into the word of the day. Again, I'm trying to keep this stream under an hour. Let's see if we can do it today. How about it? So the word of the day is abundance. The word of the day is abundance. Talk about it in our gratitude check-in every morning. So yeah. The word of the day is abundance. Unlocking your mindset for unlimited growth. That's the focus for today. Yes, abundance. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, abundance is the word of the day. Unlocking your mindset for unlimited growth. Let me take a sip of my ginger water. Okay, great. Awesome. Yes, abundance. Now, abundance is more than financial wealth. Okay? Let's start there. Let's start shifting your mindset right there. Abundance is more than financial wealth. If you hear abundance and the only thing you think about is money, that's a limited thought. It is. Abundance is more than financial wealth. It is a mindset that allows you to see opportunities, maximize your resources, and create value consistently. Not just a one-off, but consistently. Okay? Abundance of gratitude, thankful for all that you have. Yes, Maverick, love it. Hey, Lily, how are you? Now, many people operate from a scarcity mindset, focusing on limitations, what they lack, or what could go wrong, right? They're hyper focused on that instead of seeing opportunities or maximizing the resource that they already have. But having an abundance mindset shifts the focus to possibilities, growth, and contribution. Okay? All right. Now, abundance is not about having everything. It's about seeing potential everywhere and leveraging what you have, what you already have. Good morning, Patty, to create more. Okay? So I tell you every morning, we're focusing on what we already have. We're being grateful for what we already have. I say that every morning. Good morning, Gail. How are you? So I'm going to read that again. Abundance is not about having everything. It's about seeing potential everywhere. Okay? If you've ever been, good morning, Katrina. If you've ever been in a hard spot, right? And you open your refrigerator and there are just random things in that. But because you have an abundance mindset, you're able to make those random things into an actual meal and something that you enjoy. Okay, so seeing potential. Good morning, Ramesh. How are you? So seeing potential in everything that you look at. It's just random stuff in the refrigerator, but somehow you're able to turn that into a meal. Yeah, great example. Yeah, somehow, because you have that abundance mindset, you don't sit down and complain and be like, oh my God, it's only random stuff in my refrigerator. I can't take this. I can't. No. An abundance mindset causes you to take those random things and turn it into a meal, a good meal. Okay? So again, abundance is not about having everything. It's about seeing potential everywhere and leveraging what you have to create more. Okay? Your mom did that with hardly anything. Yeah. Yeah. So we're not sitting around complaining. No, we're looking at what we have. How can we turn this into more? Okay? I have been doing this for the past few days. Okay, great, great, great. Awesome. I love it. I love it. You've been operating from an abundance mindset, and I love that for you. I love that for you. All right. Now, by definition, abundance is the state of having sufficient resources, not everything, but sufficient resources, opportunities, and options. Okay? So a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you make it work. Combined with mindset to recognize and maximize them. Okay? So abundance is a state of having sufficient resources, opportunities, and options combined with the mindset to recognize and maximize them. With this in mind, to do unnecessary spending. Yeah, you don't have to do unnecessary spending. See how you can make what you have work. Okay? All right? One of the things that I've been telling myself, you all know that I'm tracking my spending, right? Doing okay. So I'll be in the store and I'll see something and I'll be like, maybe I should get this. But then I think about what you already have, something close to this. How about you just use up what you have before you buy that? Because I'm really disciplining myself around my finances, right? I'm hyper focused on that this year, disciplining how I spend my money. So I'm constantly telling myself, well, finish what you have first before you buy something new. Okay? Because knowing me, I will buy something new, then I'll use that half away, and then I'm buying something new again, and then I end up with all of these half empty things like makeup, right? Because I think that's what I was thinking about. I have foundation and it's not done yet, but I'm thinking, oh, I should buy more. No, finish what you have, right? Finish what you have. So I'm training myself how to discipline myself around spending. Okay? So finish what you have and then you can buy more. Because again, I will end up with all of these half bottles of foundation everywhere because I didn't finish what I have. Okay? All right. Great, great, great. So let's keep it moving. So some key aspects to abundance includes mindset of possibility. So seeing opportunities rather than limits. Stop looking at things and saying, oh, this is not big enough. This is not good enough. No, how can I maximize this? How can I use it? Well, how can we discuss? How can we discuss what? Send me a message, okay? You're tap dancing all over my toes with specific. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm talking about myself too, right? I just use myself as an example. So I stepped on my own toes. I'm sorry. Okay. So key aspects of abundance. You too? Okay. All right. We're all in this together. We're growing together as a community. I always tell y'all, I'm not perfect, but whatever I'm teaching you, I'm practicing it or I've done it. Okay. I've done it or I'm actively practicing it in my life. I don't tell you to do something and I'm not doing it. I don't think that's integral. So I step on my own toes too. Trust me, anything that I teach, it hits me first before it gets to you. I promise you it does. This very lesson that I'm going over as I was reviewing my notes this morning and I got done and put the laptop up, what came to mind? Stop limiting God. That's what came to mind. So everything that I teach you all, whether on Command Your Day or in the ministry side of it, it hits me first before it gets to you. So I step on my own toes before I get to you. Okay? All right. So we're all growing together. Again, when we hit December, I don't want to be the only one celebrating. Hey, I did this. I accomplished this. All of us need to be celebrating. Okay? All right. Great, great, great. Let's get back to the notes because I'm keeping this live under an hour. Hey, I'm doing good. Six Studio. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. All right. So here we go. Some aspects of abundance includes mindset of possibility. So seeing opportunities rather than limits. So if you find that you're going around and instead of seeing opportunities, all you're doing is complaining. This is not big enough. Nobody wants to give me an opportunity. Nobody wants to open doors for me. Nobody wants to. No, I want you to see possibilities. How can you leverage what you already have, the connections that you already have, the know-how that you already have, right? So see opportunities rather than limits. The next aspect of it is generosity. Yes, you want to live in a space of abundance, you've got to practice generosity. You have to. So sharing resources, knowledge, and influence freely. Okay? The next aspect is creativity. So leveraging what you have to produce more. Like I said, you look in your refrigerator and all you see are random stuff. Get creative with those random stuff and produce more out of it. Okay? All right. All right. My sister was teaching me how to keep green onions growing in my kitchen. I didn't do so well with it, but yeah, do stuff like that. If you have green onions, or in Jamaica we say scallion, right? If you have that, you put it in water and it just keeps growing. Is it in the same Bold Moves manual? So the 2.0 version, Danny, it will be in the 2.0 version. Okay. So what I'm going through today, it will be in the next version of this. It'll be coming out soon. So we're just reviewing the list now and then it will go to print. Okay, Danny? But what I'm going over will be in the 2.0 version. Okay. All right. Great, great, great. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So creativity is an aspect of abundance as well. So leveraging what you have to produce more. Then there is resilience, believing there is enough to overcome challenges and grow. right? You're probably in a hard spot. For somebody, you're probably in a hard spot financially, but can you believe that, okay, what I have right now, if I manage this well, it is sufficient to get me to the other side. Okay? If I do the right thing, if I get creative, if I see possibilities around me, it is enough to help me get over and get to the other side. All right, so resilience is an aspect of abundance. Abundance is both internal and external. It starts in the mind and it is expressed through your actions and the results that you get out of life. Okay, so the results that you're getting will tell you if you're operating from a mindset of abundance or if you're operating from a place of scarcity. All right, all right, great, great, great. Awesome. Now, why does abundance matter? Abundance attracts opportunities. Yep. A mindset of abundance makes you solution oriented, which draws people to you. Nobody wants to be around anybody that's always complaining about the problem they have, this challenge, that challenge, and sometimes it is the same issue over and over and over again, right? You don't see that person for 6 months, and when you see them again in 6 months, they're still complaining about the same thing. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to be around if that is the way that you live. So you need an abundance mindset, one that attracts opportunities, a mindset that is solution oriented. People know that if they come to you, you're going to be able to help them figure some stuff out, right? Point them in the right direction, even if you don't have all the answers, right? Even if you don't have all the answers, but you're able to point them in the right direction. So that draws people towards you and it positions you for partnerships. Those of you who are looking for business partnerships, mentorship, right? If you have that abundance mindset, I promise you that the right people are going to come along and they're going to recognize something in you that makes them want to connect with you and work with you. Okay? All right. And it also makes you resourceful. It does. All right. Great, great, great. Next reason why abundance matters. Abundance fosters generosity. We talked about it a little while ago. So sharing knowledge, sharing time, sharing resources, all of this multiplies influence and it builds strong network. It does. Abundance reduces fear and stress. Believing there is enough for everyone prevents comparison. There is enough for everyone. So I don't want you to think, oh my God, this one got the opportunity. That one got another opportunity. A door opened for that one. Oh my God, there's not going to be anything left for me. No. You got to switch your mindset because if you're saying that, you're operating from a scarcity mindset. Okay? And that will stress you out. Okay, so I need you to get to the space where you believe that there is enough for everyone. There is enough for you to get your slice of the pie. Okay, all right. So again, you want to believe or get to that mindset where you believe that there is enough for everyone, which is going to prevent comparison. It's going to prevent envy. And it's going to prevent that scarcity thinking from popping up and blocking your growth. Abundance also amplifies growth. When you focus on creating value and opportunities, both personal and professional, you grow and it accelerates. Your growth accelerates, right? With that abundance mindset. Now, some barriers. You need to know what blocks it. What blocks you from getting to that space where you can live from that abundance mindset? First thing, I just mentioned it, scarcity mindset. So believing resources are limited, believing that opportunities are limited or they are rare. So maybe there's not enough for me. Maybe I won't get this. Maybe I won't. You're blocking your ability to operate from an abundance mindset. So the first thing is that scarcity mindset. You got to work on getting rid of it. And I'm not knocking you because I have been there. Again, when I'm teaching on something, I want you to understand that I have been there. Okay? I've lived it. I've experienced it. So I'm not knocking you. I'm trying to help you. Okay? So if you recognize that you're operating from a scarcity mindset, like, oh my God, there's never enough. And again, these things don't just happen. They're caused by our life experience. Most individuals that operate from a scarcity mindset, they were probably raised in a big family where there was never enough food. All the clothes had to be handed down, right? So you'll find that the middle child all the way down, they will operate from a scarcity mindset, like they're always waiting on the next person to hand down, right? There's never enough for them to get something brand new or get the entire anything, because it always has to be shared up. So it may have been your past that pushed you into that place, but when you recognize it, like, I'm an adult right now, like, I can have, there is a space for me to have what I desire and what I need. There's a space for me to get opportunities. I want you to get there, okay? So if you recognize that you're operating from a scarcity mindset, let's change it. Let's switch it up, because you're going to put too much limits on yourself. And then you're going to slip into that comparison place. Oh my God, they always get everything. Things always work out for them. Nothing ever works out for me. And if you are in that negative space, you're not going to be able to grow. You can't grow. You can't grow. So yes, the way that you were raised might have pushed you into it, but you're an adult now. And when you recognize that you're operating from a scarcity mindset, you have to be determined to make the change. I'm not going to live like that anymore. I'm not going to think like that anymore. And here is another impact. Because I'm in the medical field, I can share this with you, right? Based on my knowledge. In some individuals that become overweight, right? It's because they're operating from that scarcity mindset of, I never had enough when I was a child, so let me just eat everything. Okay, so you can do it in excess, and next thing, it impacts your health. So that's why you don't judge people. You see somebody that is overweight, you got to understand that there's some mental issues behind that for some people, right? There's some mental issues behind that. They grew up in a house where everything had to be shared. They never got enough. They got to a space in life where they can buy all the food that they want, and the brain doesn't say, okay, you got to manage this well. They just eat everything, right? Because they're reliving the childhood space of not having enough, right? So we don't judge anybody. And if you're in that space, I want you to recognize that, okay, I can make a change. I can do different. I can live different. Let me get some help if I'm not able to walk myself through this. Okay, it's all right to get help. Yeah, it's deep, but it's a fact. Right? People who are raised not having enough, and not just with food, overspending as well. So I mentioned the middle child on down that always had to wait on the other person to outgrow the clothes, outgrow the shoes, and then it would be passed on to them. When they get older and they have some money, they overspend because they've never been in that space where they had enough. They always had to wait on somebody else to hand something down. Now they get a little money, all they can think of, oh, let me buy this. Because there's still that pain of, when I was little, I would never get anything brand new, right? I always had to get that hand me down. So we don't judge people. We got to understand that there is a backstory to everything that people are doing, right? There is a backstory to it. So I'm not judging you. I'm here to help. Okay? I'm here to help. So after spending the guilt. Yes, they sit in that guilt, right? Because when you see people who, yes, they have a job, but here they are now struggling. They're about to get evicted, but they have a job and they're making money. There's some childhood issues there, why they can't manage their money well. You go in their house and they have everything name brand, and now they're about to be evicted. There's some childhood issues there, right? That needs to be worked out. And I'm going left, and none of this is in the book, but these type of situation, if you have a family member or you know somebody like this, you walk in their house and they have name brand everything, but yet they're facing eviction. The best thing that you can do is encourage them to get help, Because if you're the type that says, oh, let me pay your rent for this month so that you don't get evicted, if they don't get the mental help that they need, they're going to always be in that spot. And you have to decide, am I always going to pay their rent? Right? Because they have some deep issues that needs to be handled. The only way they know how to handle it is to spend money. And you can always be the rescue, yes, enabler. You can't enable them. So if it's a child, if it's a family member or a friend that you know that is walking through that, the best thing that you can do is encourage them to get some mental help. Okay? All right? That's the best thing that you can do. Encourage them to get the mental help, because there's some healing that needs to take place. Because they're going to continue to use the money to soothe whatever they're experiencing in the moment. Okay? None of that is in the book, but I think somebody's on here that needed to hear that. So I hope it helped. I hope it did. Okay? Right, that just went left. That just went left. This is biblical knowledge and biblical wisdom. Yes, yes. Okay, I hope that helps somebody. So again, some common barriers. Now I'm over the time. Some common barriers: scarcity mindset. The next one is fear of risk, right? So hesitating to act or invest due to fear of loss. I want you to evaluate, if I take this risk, is there a lesson that I'll learn that I'll be okay with, even if I don't make the money back, right? Even if I don't get my investment back, I'm going to focus on the lesson that I learned from it, right? So fear of taking risks. Hey, Classy, how are you? Thank you, Larita. Thank you. Fear of taking risks blocks your ability to walk in abundance or live an abundance lifestyle, or live in an abundance mindset. Let's put it that way, because abundance lifestyle can be misunderstood, and I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying. The next thing is comparison. So focusing on what others have instead of maximizing your own potential. The next barrier is short-term thinking. This affects it. Ooh, my throat just got really dry. Excuse me. Most people procrastinate, fear of taking a chance, fear of risk. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So another aspect, short-term thinking that affects your ability to move in abundance or have that abundance mindset. What that looks like is ignoring long-term value creation, right? So instead of saying, let me invest in this thing because over the long term, it's going to help me, you focus more on immediate comfort. That's what that looks like, okay? So short-term thinking affects your ability to live in that mindset abundance, because all you're thinking about is today. Let me get this today. Let me buy this today. Let me do this today. That's not abundance. That is short-term thinking. And you don't want to live there, okay? You don't want to live in that space. You don't want to live in that space. Oh my goodness, my throat. All right, let's walk through. Ooh, do we have time to walk through it? Let's see. Let's see if we have time to walk through it. At my job, felt burnout. I will restart my professional path. Okay, Larita. Okay, I see you. Okay, so let's walk through the framework for cultivating abundance. I may not be able to get through all the letters, but I'm going to try. Okay, let's see. Hopefully no stories pop up. Hopefully. Short-term gratification never resolves the challenges and issues. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Can you do a recap? So, Prosperous Woman, thank you so much for asking that. The replay for this, it will be on my YouTube channel. I am the productivity coach on there, on YouTube, okay? I have limited time when I get on a live stream, so I wouldn't be able to recap everything. Do you want me to just go back through the barriers? I can tell you them really quickly. So I can do that, but to recap everything is difficult. So again, some common barriers to abundance: scarcity mindset, fear of taking risks, comparison, and short-term thinking. Those are barriers to having an abundance mindset. If you're living in that space, if you're thinking in that way, it will prevent you from having that abundance mindset. And remember, abundance starts in the mind first, okay? Before you ever walk it out, act it out, live it out. So if you have that scarcity mindset, if you have fear of taking risks, if you're always comparing yourself with others, and if you're thinking short term, all of that blocks you from having that abundance mindset. Okay, so those are the things that you want to correct. All right, so let's walk through the framework for cultivating abundance. And we're going to use the acronym abundance. So A, you're going to appreciate what you have. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And I tell you this every morning. This is how we start out our live stream because it's that important. It's that important. My goal for us is that as a community, we always sit in that space of abundance, thinking from an abundance mindset. So that is why we start out our live stream with that gratitude check-in. Okay? So gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Now, when you think with an abundance mindset, you're open to receiving whatever comes next, whatever I say next. So it is important, or when I started out this live stream, I wanted to start it out that way, shifting your mindset into that abundance space. So whatever I say next, you're open to receiving that. Okay? So strategy, you see strategy? None of this is just random. It isn't. Because I want us to grow. Like I'm really invested in your growth. I love when you all get on here and say, oh, I got a job interview. I got this position, right? My finances are coming together. I'm becoming debt free. I love that. I'm starting my business. I love to hear that. And I want to help us as a community to get that mindset work done. Okay, because that is the starting point. Okay, all right, great. Yes, growth, absolutely. So again, growth and progress, absolutely. So A, you're going to appreciate what you have. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And B, you're going to believe in possibilities. This is possible for me. I can absolutely become this person. I can accomplish that goal. It is possible for me to get an opportunity. It is possible for me, for my life to turn around if I make the right move, if I stay committed, if I get in the right community, if I get connected to the right people. I believe in possibilities. Okay? So B, believe in possibility. Adopt a mindset that says opportunities exist and can be created. All right? Okay? Don't sit there thinking limited. Oh, there's not enough for me. Oh, this market is so saturated. I can't get in. Oh, I'm never going to make any money because this one is doing and that one is doing. No. We're going to believe in possibilities. We're going to adopt a mindset that says opportunities exist and they can be created. Okay? And you. Okay. Pulling up on my time. You're going to utilize resources strategically. You're going to leverage your skills, what you already know how to do, okay? You're going to leverage relationships. If there's somebody you know that is doing something that you want to learn, leverage that relationship and make sure it is beneficial. So you're not going with a handout, but you're also giving back something, okay? I always tell you all that. Do not be a leech. Make sure that any relationship that you're in, it's mutually beneficial, not the person always giving you and you not always giving and not receiving. Okay, so make sure it's mutually beneficial. So again, leverage your skills, leverage relationships, leverage tools that you already have. Okay, and do that to produce exponential results in your life. Then N. Okay, hopefully I can finish this. And you're going to nurture growth. So invest time, invest effort into personal and professional and relationship developments as well. I'm going to nurture my growth in this area. I'm going to manage my time well. I'm going to make sure that personally I look the way that I want to look. I feel the way that I want to feel. I'm going to make sure professionally that I'm developing, I'm growing, I'm learning more. And relationally, I'm going to make sure that I connect genuinely. Okay? All right. And then D, you're going to develop generosity. Give time. Share knowledge. Share your resources freely if you can do that. Not everything now. You don't give everything away for free, but understand where you can contribute. Okay? Abundance multiplies through contribution. So what you do, or what do you have that you can contribute? Think about those things. Okay? A, you're going to align with purpose. So focus your actions on meaningful outcomes that amplifies your value. What can you do to increase your value? Even if that's just reading a book. Build a library and read a book. That is going to amplify your value. Okay? All right? So that's an action that you can take. Is there a book in your house? Pick it up and read it, because that is going to amplify your value. And you're going to navigate challenges creatively. When you see obstacles, look at them as opportunities to innovate and create more. Not just, oh my God, I can't catch a break. Something always happened. There's always a roadblock in my way. Somebody's always trying to stop me. No, this is an opportunity to grow. And I'm going to grow from this. I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to maintain my dignity, right? And I'm going to get through this. Okay? So see obstacles as opportunities to innovate and create more. And C, you're going to cultivate a positive mindset. So you're going to reinforce belief in abundance daily. We do that here. Every morning you get on here, I do that. Okay? So reflect, use affirmations like we use here, and take action. All right? Which E, execute consistently. You're going to take deliberate, consistent action to produce tangible results and opportunities in your life. This is not the year that you sit down and just talk about what you want to do, what you think you should do, where you think you should go, where you want to go. Okay, how are you executing on those thoughts that you have? Because it's not a reality until you start acting on it. Okay? All right? So you think about it, where you want to go, what you want to do, and then you're going to put it on paper, and then you're going to act. Okay, you're going to execute on it. All right, great. I got to stop it there. So all of the strategies will be in the 2.0 version of the Bold Moves Manual. There's more to this, but I don't have the time to go through it. So once the 2.0 version comes out, you're going to get everything, okay? Even the stuff that I have to skip through because there's not enough time to go through it. But here's what I'll leave you with. Abundance. You got to remember that abundance is a mindset that creates opportunities, it amplifies growth, and it multiplies influence. Okay? It does. Abundance is not measured by what you have, it's measured by what you see, what you create, and how you contribute. So you don't look around and look at what you have to measure abundance. Because again, it is a mindset. So it's not about the physical things that you see around you. It's measured by what you see and how you can create something from what you see. And how you can contribute with what you already have. Okay? All right? The books are acronym. Okay. All right, Maverick, I see you. All right, so the word of the day is abundance. I got to stop it there. Let's do our declarations and then I've got to go. But I hope that helped you all. I know I went left for a minute, but I hope that helped you. But I had to address that scarcity mindset because that is one of the main things that prevents us from operating or living with an abundance mindset, is the scarcity aspect of it. You know what? I didn't grow up with enough, and this is how it's impacting me right now. I didn't have enough, and this is how it's impacting me right now. Okay, just reading the text message. All right, here we go. Let's make some declarations, and then I've got to go. Appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for showing up. Turn left, ended up right. I know. What is the next live? I'll be on tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. My mammy. Make sure that you hit that follow button so you'll get the notification, okay? But I will be live tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, okay? So get connected, hit the follow button. If you want to move to another step and work with me, you're going to send me a message, okay? For those of you who want to work with me, you want me to help you individually with what you're walking through right now, you can send me a message and we can get you enrolled in my program so we can work together, okay? Thank you. God bless you. You're welcome. Thank you so much for showing up. All right, let's make some declarations. Then I've got to go. I want to go before this alarm goes off, okay? And I got 4 minutes before it goes off. So here we go. I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. So here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our investments, our checking, our saving accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree that things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today. And we understand that anything is possible with the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Anything is possible. So I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase. Anything is possible. Stay in that abundance mindset, okay? Don't walk around complaining. We're not complaining. We're going to figure out how can we maximize with what we already have, okay? And if you recognize that you've been living your life from a scarcity mindset, again, this is not to knock you. I've been there. I've done it. You're going to come up with a plan. How can I switch from this? Because I no longer want to live in this space because it's limiting me, okay? All right, it's limiting me and I don't want to live there. All right, let me go before the alarm goes off. I will see you all tomorrow morning. The replay will be on my YouTube channel and my Facebook. I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook. All right, I will see you all in the morning. Bye for now.